Hello again, folks. Last time you joined me out in the garage, we got this AJS Regal Raptor 250 running for the first time since we got the engine back in, and you were able to hear the roar and the raw power of all 233 cc's. So I think the next thing to do is to make sure that it'll still go through all the gears. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect up the drive. So we need to put the front sprocket on, the chain tensioner. We need to, what else do we need to do? We need to put the chain on, and we need to sort out the gear selector gubbins, the pedal and everything. So I think the first step is to put this chain in some oil to soak for a while. Now, it is not in fantastic condition visually, but in actual fact, I've been right around it. There's no seized links or anything like that. It's just really surface rust. It doesn't really look worn. There's no real flex in it. So that's a bit of an unscientific test, isn't it? But so yeah, I think the thing to do is to get this soaking in some oil. Now, I think I've heard some folk will use paraffin for this. Some folk will use old engine oil. I'm going to use new engine oil. I don't have any paraffin. I do have some old engine oil, but I don't really like handling old engine oil too often if I can help it. I need a bigger container to do this in, or I'll waste a load of oil. Yeah, old engine oil can be pretty nasty, quite carcinogenic as well. So I think you should handle it as little as possible. So I'm going to use some new engine oil. This has been knocking around the garage for yonks, so it's no great loss really. Right, next job, remove the back wheel. It's only really on finger tight anyway. Right, the back wheel's out. I've also put the dirt shield back in because it kind of makes sense. I was going to leave it off, but we are going to ride this on the road eventually, hopefully, so it does make sense to put it in there, and that's the best place to put it so it don't get lost. Also put the jolly old front sprocket in the oil to soak. Don't really know why, not sure that'd do much good, but I thought I'd put it in there. And this is my party. The chain, of course, is going to have to go around the swing arm pivot, so I'm just going to retract that bolt, pull that bolt back out, just so I can get the chain in position. Right, so I've taken the bar out that the swing arm pivot's on, and I've just slackened off the bolts that go onto the shock absorbers, just so the thing swivels easier. Right, now let's thread the chain back in. Right, now the chain is on and threaded through the swing arm pivot like it should be. So the next job is to pop back on the front sprocket. We're reusing the old sprocket because it's showing really no wear at all, I guess. Right, next thing to do is to pop the tensioner on, and that just goes on that post there. And there we go. Right, now I'm going to pop the wheel back in, and this time I think I am going to tighten it up and sort of square it up and get the chain tension right-ish so that we can test it through the gears properly. I mean, I think we could test it through the gears anyway, but we may as well pop the wheel in as best we can. Now I've connected up the clutch cable so we can try the gears, but obviously it's in something of an unconventional position because the clutch cable is now too short. So I'm going to have to look around, see if I can buy a longer clutch cable. Well, I think it makes sense now to put our refurbished chain guard back on now, because the gear selector will sort of, well, you could do it either way, I suppose, but I'm going to pop it on anyway and see what it looks like. I've lost one of the bolts I was keeping the bolts in it, but one has dropped out, so I might have to have a hunt around for that. Actually, the next thing I'm going to put on is the gear shifter, because I think it'll just be easier to do it that way around. But it is pretty manky. I'm going to have a bit of a go at cleaning it up first with those flat wheels. Well, I've got the gear shift on and I've got the chain guard on. Right, let's see if we can test run through the gears. Back wheels off the ground. We've got hooked up to fuel. Fuel's on. So ignition's on. We're getting a great deal of petrol through there. I'm not sure we've really got enough fuel. It's a bit more of a chance to get down there. Need to get the air out of the line. I think we've blown that fuse again. Got no ignition. That's a bit of a bugger, isn't it? Oh well, maybe we won't be able to test it through the gears today. I don't think I've got any more of those 15 amp fuses. Now the next thing I do, I think, is to refurbish the back brake caliper. I think the front ones have been done. They've been painted black and yeah, they look like they've had a bit of a refurbishment, but the back one is a little bit tatty. The bracket's very rusty, so I think that needs to come apart and have a little bit of a refurbishment. Right, I've now disconnected the caliper from the brake hose, from the banjo bolt. I've just made sure, just cracked that bleed nipple, so I made sure I can move that. And yeah, I think, not familiar with this type of caliper, but I think I've got to undo that and possibly that nut there. Well, there we go. I've got the brake caliper dismantled. I think the seals in it are all right. I have contaminated the brake pads a little bit with some plus gas because there are some pretty seized up fittings there. So I'll need to get some more brake pads. But yeah, I think all that really needs is a bit of a clean up and a coat of paint. But that might have to wait, because what I want to do now, it's about 4 o'clock, and I did say by the end of the weekend to Nikki that I have a bit of a mock-up of the bike, get the tins on it and the tank just loosely, and we'll have a look, see what the overall sort of concept looks like, because it's been a little bit sort of make it up as you go along. So I just want to have a look, see if it is going to come together in the way that I expect it will. There we go. I've mocked it all up. A bit of a surprise for you. Nikki has been working on covering the original seat in this white fur. The white fur was my idea. And yeah, found one more pin in there. And yeah, I think it looks fantastic. Nikki was really not keen on the idea of white fur. She didn't really see the vision. But yeah, I'm loving it. I think that's fantastic. Got to remember, it is a show bike. It's not intended for daily use. I mean, she's right, that would get dirty quite quickly. But yeah, I'm buzzing for this. This is fantastic. Lovely. Well, that's about it for today's video. It's time for me to pack away now. I think I'm going to take all the tins off again just to keep them safe, make sure they don't get damaged. I'm going to put the seat in a bag and keep it in the garage here. Hope you've enjoyed our little mock-up, and you can see how the bike is coming together now. And yeah, we'll see you again very soon in the next episode.